Right. With the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, platform economics, newer physical systems coming into place, what possible career tracks exist for a typical economic student? That's the first part. And secondly, is it expected, as traditionally defined, to get into like postdoctoral studies to be equipped to handle newer paradigms such as platform economics?
I think those of us who are academics, I don't know how to answer that question other than to say that I think we're going to have a model of education that is definitely going to shift to lifelong learning. You need to constantly refresh the skills that you have at your disposal. And I think we are also going to see a fairly rapid change in the way the economy is structured. I think that's about to happen as well. So I think what you saw in Switzerland last week, this whole vote on a minimum wage, is I think a precursor to some fairly major structural shifts that are going to happen in the economy. Maybe you want to.
Yeah, the world changes, and we need to have the conceptual apparatus to act, which is what economics is all about, really, in a sense. Needs to continuously be in the learning mode. So the subject will evolve. We need to catch up with it. It's not really. It's a never-ending story. I'll give you a simple example. What we think of as data now has changed tremendously, right? When I was talking to a very senior economist about big data and a problem that I was trying to look at, which had a few million observations, and so he said, something. When I wrote my thesis was based on 14 observations and got published in Econometric, right? And there was a time when anything about 30 observations is to think of as enough. So the world has changed dramatically, and therefore our tools have to change. Now, therefore, increasingly you see big data analytics is becoming a large part of my discipline, econometrics. Right? The way we think of data has completely changed, and so it's because technologies have evolved, subjects, intellectual disciplines evolve, and I think that's a process which all of us have to necessarily cope up and stay on the curve. That's the critical part.
If I may just add a little bit, I was in some of the people were wrong. They couldn't differentiate between what was written. So there is a machine learning. I think what your point is quite relevant, that the computers are going to learn how to analyze basic stuff. The first degree of analysis they can do. I've seen it with my eyes, and I think many firms are doing it. So I think to stay relevant, as Ruben and Peter were saying, you have to add value. As long as you can keep adding value to the process, you retain your job. If they don't add value, you lose it. So anything that is replicable will just be to be right. That's how I think simple terms understand it.
I'll give you one simple example. So if you look at 1952, okay, that means you know how every 1,000-person cohort has voted in every election in this country until 1952. Now think of the size of that data set. Okay, there is no way human beings could have done anything with the data. But now that machine learning systems are coming in, we are actually able to take slices of the data and give it to our colleagues in, let's say, NYU, etc., working on expert systems, and say, what can you see in the data? Keep in mind, the other advantage with machines is that machines can see. So I may be able to detect patterns that I'm looking for, but I can't detect patterns that I don't even know exists. But machines can actually see through that noise. So there's all this sort of stuff that is actually possible. But I think bottom line, you've got to stay relevant and keep upskilling yourself. This whole business of I got a degree, I'm done, that game is over.